Okay, here we go. So, welcome back. My name is Kevar, and my camera will freeze in a few minutes. And welcome to the part 3 of Let's Play Gloomhaven Early Access. In the previous part, we were defeated by some monsters in the crypt, but it appears we were dragged alive from the crypt, so it's not a game over. But obviously, I've chosen my difficulty settings too high. But let's just go to this burned tavern. We are trying to gather some resources, some money, and items and experience to go to this Bloodwatch Barrow, where there are some necromancy stuff happening. But obviously, we are not prepared yet to deal with them, so let's go. We are playing with Craighart and Candriel. It appears they've got some XP. And let's go. So in the Forgotten Tunnels we were defeated, so we'll try again, I guess, to win this over. Right now it should be easier since we know our enemies and our heroes a little bit more. There are still some things I haven't figured out, for example how to use this Warhammer, but I'll try to remember to experiment a little bit with it with some melee attacks. So let's go for the adventure. Once again, the stench of death permeates through this area. Something is not right here. I know what is not right here. There are a lot of enemies. So this time around I'll try to focus a little more on synergies and killing enemies, and a little bit less on... Oh, it looks like enemies are randomized, so there is a different enemy over here. We can see a trap in front of this guy. If I remember correctly, this guy is very slow and he loses life as he moves. So let's use it to our advantage. So I don't think we need to rush with some quick actions right here. So let's try either set up some powerful buffs for the future or to kill him in range. So for example, this backup ammunition for your next 4 ranged attacks gain at target. We don't have multiple targets here, so even if we've got some time to prepare, it won't be necessary over here. This is some ranged attack with push. On the next 6 melee attacks targeting you, gain retaliate 2. It might be useful, so we'll keep it in mind. And so we've got chosen our bottom action. I'm not sure if it's optimal to burn this card yet, but let's see. And now we will try to use top action. So let's try this Earth and Cloud. which will deal some damage on range 5. Actually, let's choose it as a first one and this as a second card, so our initiative is a little bit better, but I think it wouldn't matter that much. And for our Scandriel, we've learned that he is very good when attacking a single enemy and attacking an enemy adjacent to our allies. So let's try to get some advantage of it. So let's see our low initiative cards, so our enemy would relocate and maybe we could flank him. So for example, single out is 5 damage attack if we will be adjacent to our ally, or our opponent would be adjacent to our ally. So let's try this one as our primary attack, and our secondary we probably would need some movement. This move and poison card might be useful, and for our Scandriel I will keep low initiative, so hopefully this bad dude, living corpse, would move before our Scandriel, so he will probably move to our Craigheart. And we might be flanking him. So end selection. So he won't move, but he will have very powerful attack. It's good and bad. Good because he won't hurt us, but we won't be able to use our full potential. So let's see how it plays out right now. So I've got this ranged attack, and I could burn this guy. I could use this powerful action, and I will use it. Okay. So our next 6 melee attacks targeting Craigheart would retaliate. And retaliation means that retaliating character inflicts 2 damage to any attacker within range. If range is not specified, that it only applies to adjacent attackers. So the next 6 attacks would get some counter attacks, and it appears we will get some experience for doing so as well. And now we could hurt our opponent a little bit. So we have drawn -1 card, so we've dealt only 1 damage. And that's it for Craigheart. Our enemy haven't moved. So 1, 2, 3, we could move into this trap and poison enemy. It's not very optimal. So I will probably change my plan. And I don't need the healing option. 1, 2, 3, no. It's not possible to move around this guy, not moving into the trap. And this is the melee attack. And I don't want to get hurt this early on, so I will use this buff right now. And for this card, it's either attack 2 or heal myself for free. It wouldn't matter. I'll just skip the action and end the turn. and end the round. So our used cards go to the discard pile. While we are resting, we could regain some of those cards, but we will need to burn one of them whenever we are doing so. So it's good to use them. I'm not sure. For each hero, select what this opposing Stroud. This is the passive ability we have now active. So yeah, so let's try to hurt this guy. Maybe some pulling. I remember Scandriel has some pull. Yes, this is the pull action of range of 1 to 3, so not here there yet. So maybe we would just try to position ourselves to pull this guy somewhere nasty in case he wouldn't come to us. So once again, I'll try to backstab this guy and I try to move towards him, but let's make sure we have some useful action in case he wouldn't come close to us. I don't want this burning one. I'll just use this Venom Shiv and then backstab. Okay, and for Craigheart, so the big thing with Craigheart is this earth element. So some actions will generate earth energy, and some of them would use it. For example, this unstable upheaval might be more powerful if we generate the earth energy first. I'm not 100% sure how does it work, so let me read this tooltip. So it infuses battlefield with earth element available to be used after the current character's turn. So we've got to set up it earlier. And it's available for a single character to use for the rest of the current round and the whole of the next round. So if we set up this now, Craigheart could use it in the future round. So once again, we hope this guy will move towards us. So maybe we will try to make some ranged attacks. So this is quite slow, but nice range attack of 3, or this one with pushing. This one will set up our earth energy, but I'm not sure I want to use it right now because it's AoE and it might be more useful later on, so maybe I just use this crater. And I need some low initiative to act before this guy to prevent him coming over to Craigheart and making our ranged attack disadvantages. So I could shield my allies, but it's burn card. I could heal, I could move and deal some AoE loot, and this one has initiative too low for my taste. I just use this unstable upheaval, but I will use it as a movement card, so I won't burn it. Yeah, let's go. So the living corpse will move and then attack. So he will probably move into this trap. So keep this, we'll keep it in mind. Start with Craigheart. So since we've got retaliation, I will move over here to make sure this guy would move into a trap. At least this is how I think it would work. So skip movement. And now we will attack this guy with power of 3. With ground -2, so no luck there. On the plus side, we wouldn't draw it in the future. Or at least until we draw total miss or critical hit. So now it's our Scandriel turn, and I was counting on this guy moving towards us. I don't have ranged attacks. I'm not sure I want to burn this card yet, or I think I'll just move. My smart plan is not working at all, so I just move and skip action. And oh, so he's avoiding a trap. So this is how the AI works. So let's just try to focus and kill this guy in this round, so use high initiative, maybe some jumping around to avoid this trap and make path for our Scandriel. So I need some melee attack, maybe this crushing grasp and some jump. So this would burn our card. So maybe not jump, but a simple move 2 would be sufficient. Or just use it like this. No. I'll use this for the movement. And now with initiative of 35, we will make way for our Scandriel, so instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 movement, 2 would be sufficient, but so flanking strike deals additional damage if the enemy is adjacent to our ally. So now we need movement from this quick hands. Oh, maybe we just need some offhand attack or smoke bomb to pull the enemy. No, let's do this like this. So he would go last, he would attack very hard, so let's try to kill him before he could hurt us. So we could move and attack or attack. Okay, so we will use this movement like that, so we will be closer to the no, the distance is the same, but let's go right here, and now immobilize our opponent and also infuse some earth energy. So finally +1, so he's only down to 4 hit points. We will probably be able to kill him right now with this attack, so let's move this card to move over here. And now attack 3, and it will be +2. So 5. So unless we roll -2 or miss, we should kill this guy. Yeah, it's dead. So great success. It took a lot more turns than it should, and it's not very optimal. And end the round. So there are doors. There would be some enemies over there. So the best way to do stuff would be to get over there, position ourselves and hurt the enemies. So some quick movement would be very good. Craighart isn't the quickest guy, but maybe we could get to somewhere with this 4 movement, because I want him to go first if possible. Let's see if it's probably not possible. No, it's not possible, so the scoundrel would go first. And maybe some ranged attack. But the scoundrel wouldn't be able to open the doors. There are no movement cards left for him. So let me think real quick. So whatever we would do in the next round, we will have to take a rest. So maybe just farm some golden XP. We'll use this one to disarm one adjacent traps and one card for the movement. I don't want to use this as a loot because I don't want to burn this card. And use this one as a movement, and for Craighart he will go into the fray. So this is quite powerful ranged attack. This one is powerful as well, and it has the advantage I could target ground, but the range is not quite big. So yeah, I will choose this one as the attack, and free movement should be okay. So for the scoundrel, I will just disarm this trap, because why not? And I will use this as movement, but I'll end my movement over here to get some loot. And now I will use... No. Undo. I will use this movement over here. So we've got some corridors. We have the AoE attack, which wouldn't target any enemy. Those guys are quite glass cannon-y with powerful attacks. This is the melee guy, and this we should just ignore him for some time because he's very slow. If I move over here, this guy probably might not reach us. I will use this attack to deal some damage to this ranged guy. -1. And now it would be the... Oh, I should have... So this guy will just move a little bit. This guy has attack of 2, this ranger over here. So not very terrifying. This is quite quick movement. And so he is moving just... Okay, so now we've got to choose if we want to take 2 damage or burn cards. I will receive the damage because last time we've run out of cards and Craigheart has some healing abilities. This guy will move over here. Will deal another 2 damage, which I accept. But now we should retaliate, dealing some damage to this melee guy. So why have he got double attack? I'm not sure. And I will get another 3 damage. I will just... And another one? Why? I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, he's got triple attacks. Okay, so good to know right now. But he's dead. He killed himself by attacking us, which is, I guess, good. Craigheart will have to heal, so we'll try to use our Scandriel to kill this ranger. So let's see what... We've got only 1 card. I will use short rest. Yes, and 1 random card would be discarded. This is the pulling card. I guess I just let it go. This one would let us be invisible for the next round and also infuse some darkness, but we don't use darkness. I'm okay with that. So we will burn this smoke bomb. And now we will try to want to at least make 3 movement and kill this guy. He has only 3 hit points but 1 shield, so on average 4 damage should be okay. And we have to remember about our single out, which deals additional 2 damage to Lonely. So on average 2 damage should be okay, but just to be safe, this got range 3. No, we would not be. We would be able if we go over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movement. Is it even possible? We've got boots. We have to remember about the boots. I will use this one. I guess this one. And for Craigheart, do we have any healing? This is the healing ability. And also we could move 5 and immobilize 1 target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough to move around, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it could be. it would burn. I could just create some obstacle. Let's do this for the sake of experiment. So the archer wouldn't be so quick, so in case if he survives our Scandrel attack, we might try to kill him with Craigheart, and the living corpse wouldn't be a problem because it won't move at all. So the plan was to move 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We need to use the boots, so we could move over here. 1, 2, 3. It should be okay. And now we could attack with power of 2 targets. The first target should be this guy, and the second this. So the archer is dead. Living corpse is damaged. So we really want to heal ourselves. And I think I just move towards our enemy and grab some loot. And end this round. So with our Scandrel, we might try to kill this enemy. It would receive 2 additional damage, so 4 damage would be okay. This is quite powerful card, but this is move and attack. Do we have? Yes, we do. We have our offhand attack as well. So we take Thief Snack for the second ability, and the quick hands for movement and attack. So our Scandrel should easily kill the living corpse. And Craigheart might as well try to move to the doors because this. Oh, he has to rest. I will take short rest because I am not feeling confident enough to choose which one card, so I will depend on the luck. So we will lose our healing and AoE card. Okay, I'm not happy with this, but I don't want to take damage, so let's do this. We can move 4. We could move 5, but it would burn our card. So this would be our movement card. And what else? 1, 2, 3, 4. What else could we do? We could set up our backup ammunition, because this would be our probably last room. Yes, we will set up this card. And I'm okay with Craigheart going last. So he will move and attack, but hopefully he wouldn't have a chance to do so, because we will use our quick hands to move over here and attack this guy. And then, unless we draw a miss, we should kill this guy. Yes. Okay, so this room was quite very efficient as opposed to the first round room. So now we will move 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. and I will set up our next 4 ranged attacks to target additional thing. So initially I thought the Craigheart would be some melee character, but it's a nice mix with healer, caster and melee, so in D&D terms it would be like a druidish cleric. Okay, so let's see what cards do we have for our Scandriel, because it has much less, and we could try to run into the room and deal some damage, but there is a high chance we won't reach anyone. So we might use this backstab for movement, and now we could use this flanking strike to deal some damage. Unfortunately, Craigheart wouldn't be able to move earlier, but with this free movement we wouldn't be able to do that much. So let's choose this one. We probably would run inside and try to deal some damage to the nearest foe. And for the Craigheart we've got lots and lots of buffs, so let's find out which movement card would be the quickest. 4 movement might not be enough to position ourselves. I will use this rock tunnel. 5 movement should be okay, and maybe we would immobilize some enemies. I'm not sure if we should heal right now. Maybe we will use this crater to attack twice because of our backup ammunition. And let's go. So we will use this one for movement. So 1, 2, 3. And let us see. So Craigheart will move before the enemies. This one guy has shield 2, this one has shield 1. This guy, Living Bones, would attack 2 enemies. So those are those flyers which would move to an ranged attack. This one guy would move only 1, so we definitely don't want to be over here. This is melee guy. I will go over here. We will grab something from this chest. We will skip the rest of our movement and attack this guy for 1 damage, not quite. But we have found Poison Dagger, which would add poison to the single attack, so it's cool, I guess. And now for our Craigheart. We could jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and immobilize these 2 guys. And I think that's... but we will be adjacent to this guy. 1, 2, 3. Jump 1, 2, 3, 4. Deal 1 damage to this guy. let's jump over here. I'm not sure why they are not immobilized, but okay, I guess. So I would have disadvantage for range attacking those guys, so moment please. So my camera has obviously frozen, probably somewhere at the beginning of the video. Unfortunately, I don't have the second screen yet, so I'm not able to monitor it as I go. But I just want to have fun. So I will target this guy. Let's clear targets and again. I will target this guy and this guy. Yeah, very nice. Let's see how much will they hurt me. So 3 damage. That's a lot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards anyway. So maybe I'll burn one of them. Since I will try to focus on my ranged attack, I really don't want to get rid of this dirt tornado. This avalanche might be useful as well, since we've got a lot of opponents. This is the ranged attack, so it's either unstable upheaval, which is AoE damage. I think the crushing grasp will go. This guy will run away. Plus 2 damage. It's not what I hoped for. And this guy will move and attack twice. And this. So I will have to burn the card. The question is, I will burn 2 discarded. So this one and this one. I will accept 2 damage. I will not accept 4 damage, or would I? I would not, because he will attack once again, I believe so. So maybe he won't be that lucky and wouldn't draw double damage next time. So I think since this is the end of combat, I will burn this one, and he retaliation. Oh, only a single attack, so I should have get those damage. So the end of the round. Let's try to get rid of enemies as quick as possible. Can we get some shield for our Craigheart? Yes. No, this affect only allies, as I remember it. So Dirt Tornado is we would hurt 2 enemies. This one would hurt 2 enemies with melee attack. So, and it's quite nice initiative. So now we need some movement. I will use this card for movement, I guess. No, I will use Earth and Cloud, and that's because no, Dirt Tornado. Okay, derp. So our rogue have to take a rest. Have to take a short rest. Yes. We will throwing knives. This is quite good card. But okay. Okay. So the idea with Craigheart is to move around here and try to kill both of them. So for the rogue, it's this guy and this guy and this guy especially because that one might die from attacking Craigheart. So what can we do? Backstab should easily kill this guy over here. So we have to 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. This should do. And we will act before them, so Living Bones would move and attack to targets, but with very little damage, which is good. Living Spirit, this one shouldn't be a problem at all, but this one would do some damage, and Living Corpse will move and kill itself, which I'm fine with. So I might just attack, no, because they got 2 shields, so I will use this movement to move over here. Skip the rest or not. It doesn't matter. Let's go over here. And now I will attack this guy, probably killing him. Yeah. You're good. Now for the Craigheart. I could deal... This is only 1 damage attack. This is obviously more powerful. Should I move away from this guy? He has movement of 3, so he would catch me anyway, and I'm counting on retaliation damage. And now I will attack. So almost done. We should be able to win this fight. Yeah, we killed this guy with retaliation, and this guy killed himself. We will end round. And victory. So we've acquired only 4 gold, we've killed 9 enemies, we are good. And I think that would be it for today's stream. Let's just take a real quick look. We've got Coven of Bones, so a strange cult is the cause of the undead in this area. Clear the script out, or oozing depths. So a stench of death permeates through this area. Something is not right here. So it's either this or that. Here we've got cultist, living corpse, living corpse alight, and cultist alight. Here we've got cultist, living bones, bone ranger, living corpse, and living spirit. I probably would go over here because I'm not afraid of living corpses. I don't know the cultist, but anyway, they are in both places. I don't like living bones and bone archers. So, let me see. I could equip this poison dagger, which should be fine. Have I seen those cards? Not really. So it appears as they are not inside my deck. So I think in the next video I'll start with looking through them and maybe trying to optimize my decks. But as I said earlier, that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching and let me know what do you think, and see you next time. Bye.